Tonight on Business Live, Ghana City suffers from the lack of Eurobond inflows as it comes under serious selling pressures in recent days, losing about 18% in value since the beginning of this year.
Game changer, no, because the total size of our external financing requirement is more than $750 million. That is not to discount the benefits of that, but it doesn't, and it definitely doesn't look like a game changer.
Ahead, we'll hear from a senior economic and currency analyst with Data Bank, Courage Martin. Also, online impersonation becoming a major threat to businesses on social media. Details from an active threat intelligence conducted by the Cybersecurity Authority. Plus, energy expert Ben Boachi highlights a huge turnaround for government earnings from the oil sector after Talo announced discovery of significant gas deposits on Jubilee and 10 fields.
These are good information from the companies who are here. And if we have those prospects, government will have to take the decision to support our effort to really bring these resources on stream as quickly as possible.
Hello and welcome to Business Live. I'm Charles Ayitey. We begin with commodities. Tonight, the city is suffering from a lack of Eurobond inflows as it has come under serious selling pressures in recent days. The local currency has depreciated by about 18% to the dollar on the interbank market and 26% on the retail market. Speaking to Joy Business, the senior economic and currency analyst, Courage Martin, explained that market participants are not confident of the market outlook despite the approval of the $750 million syndicated loan by Parliament yesterday. He therefore calls for new ways to cushion the country's foreign reserves. Take a listen.
Game changer, no, because the total size of our external financing requirement is more than $750 million. That is not to discount the benefits of that, but it doesn't, and it definitely doesn't look like a game changer. But in the interim, it's a good inflow, it's timely, and we say it's timely because on Monday, this coming Monday, about 4.7 billion Ghana cedis would mature on Government of Ghana 5-year paper. The government is in the process of trying to issue a new security to roll that over. But what we see is that about 52% of that is held by foreign investors. Now, currently, the posture of foreign investors is to exit markets like ours, and we've been seeing that since the back end of last year. And that 52% holding is about $300 million US. So you would say that the $750 million approval by Parliament is timely because then that should support the central bank support if and only if the foreign investors seek to exit that $300 million. So it's timely in that sense. But then it doesn't look like a game changer because the size of our total external financing need is way above 750. So we need to look forward to the additional $250 million and also look forward to the Cocoa Board syndicated loans later in the year.
Plus, we need to figure out new ways to cushion our forex reserves. What new ways can we adopt?
There are a number of ways. Some of them are medium to long-term measures. One of them being the central bank kind of accelerating the program to stock up a lot of gold reserves in the foreign exchange reserves that we have currently, because That is the one that you don't borrow, you own. Unlike Eurobonds where you borrow and you have to pay back and service within a year and it's out and you have to go and borrow another one to replenish. So if we are able to seize the opportunity with the domestic gold purchase program and increase our holdings of gold, then that should also sustainably improve our reserve cover.
Now, Ghana could end this up securing more than the direct financial package coming from the IMF under a program. It's emerged that Ghana will get additional financial support from the World Bank as well as other development partners. Now, this could put a total funding advance to more than $5 billion. George Raffi has more in this report.
Based on what government is proposing, the country could be getting about $1 to $3 billion spread over the years that the program should be completed, as well as taking the necessary correction. This will, however, be dependent on getting the IMF's blessings for our program and Ghana's quota with the fund in Washington, D.C., and the level of reforms that government is prepared to undertake. Typically for such programs, the World Bank is expected to come on board with some financial package that will go directly to government to support some projects identified in the budget. This is because the program funds from the IMF will directly go to the Bank of Ghana to support the country's international reserves. We are also learning that other development partners are expected to come on board as soon as the program is put together for Ghana. We should also not forget the fact that the restoration of investor confidence based on the program being finalized for Ghana will come with some fresh funds into the economy. But since one of the major aims of this program is debt sustainability, disbursement to be structured in a way that will not worsen Ghana's total debt situation. The country is already making some good savings on its Eurobond and Treasury bills because of Ghana's decision to go for an IMF program. But for some, as long as government is prepared to take those tough measures to deal with the current challenges facing the economy, then a fund program wouldn't just be about that direct financial package coming from the IMF, other related benefits that will fast-track the recovery of the economy.
Now, an active threat intelligence conducted on social media by the Cybersecurity Authority has revealed that online impersonation has been a major threat in the month of June for businesses. According to the authority, the menace took a significant proportion of online scam activity over the period. There's more in this report.
In a statement to Joy Business, the authority warned the general public to avoid following social media links of government officials purported to be offering jobs and contracts to potential businesses. According to the report, the month of June witnessed impersonation as a major threat that calls for alertness by businesses. Scammers generally take on the profiles of known businesses as well as political and influential personalities in society for their criminal activities. Activities related to this scam include promotion of fraudulent investment, loan scams, gambling, government agent scam, and online service fraud. The authority further cautioned the public to report such incidents to its 24-hour surveillance and incident reporting lines for immediate action.
In its quest to revamp the operations and services of small and medium-scale enterprises, SG Ghana says it will help transform Ghanaian small businesses through its Home of Business initiative. According to country manager for the bank's Home of Business, Bernard Jima, his outfit would embark on various initiatives that will deal with the challenges of scaling up small businesses in the country. He spoke to Joy Business at the relaunch of the Home of Business.
The Home of Business is a business support unit by SG Bank designed to offer business accelerator support for entrepreneurs in Ghana. The initiative brings together holistic services necessary for entrepreneurs at every stage of their business journey. Launched in 2019, the Home of Business have engaged over 1,000 small and medium-scale enterprises. At its relaunch, country manager Bernard Jima said his outfit aimed to bridge gaps between financiers and borrowers.
And the whole idea is that CCG now want to support businesses in Africa more than it has done. And therefore this concept is to bridge the gap, the desire to support, and the fact that there's no capacity from our SMEs to be able to avail the support that the SG wants to avail to them. So what basically this is aiming to do is to bridge that gap. And therefore SG said, okay, let's set up business advisory centers But we in Ghana decided to call it Home of Business because we believe that when we talk of SME globally, the definition will encompass about 90% of businesses in Ghana. And therefore, we decided not to call it SME Center, but to call it Home of Business, which means that all other businesses, about 90% can access the facility. Now, what this basically aims to do is to say that, look, we are ready to support the business, but bridge the gap between what you are and what you need to get to before we can support you.
Deputy Chief Executive Officer for SG Bank Ghana, Francois Pousse, said the company will continue to provide advisory services to facilitate and promote business transformation and growth with the support of key partners who are experts in their respective field.
I would say no revolution. The model keeps the same, but we want to go further in supporting the partners and the clients or the prospects who come in. We want to go further in understanding their businesses. We want to go in the premises of these businesses to get a deeper understanding, being able to coach them maybe a bit deeper and a bit further, and we want to be more efficient. We want to maybe do more follow-up. Once there is an engagement, we want to make sure that some steps, some milestones are delivered in terms of formalizing the business, in terms of access to financial services. So we want to go further in our mission.
The Pitch Hub has supported clients of the SG Bank Home of Business with well-rounded business plans to help these entrepreneurs structure and raise funding for their businesses.
Now, Tullow Oil has announced that it has discovered more gas deposits on the Jubilee and 10 fields in the country. The firm puts its estimate at 2 trillion cubic feet of gas. It says this might be critical in dealing with Ghana's energy needs. This was captured in the firm's trading statement and operational update issued by the company. Here's more. Tullow Oil, in its trading statement, maintained that it is looking forward to government approval on the way forward when it comes to developing these gas to meet the country's energy needs, as well as aiding exploration activity. On exploratory activities, Tullow Oil also disclosed that it has been able to deliver 7 new wells, 6 at Jubilee Fields and 1 at the 10 area. This is part of an ongoing drilling program which started in April 2021. It has also been able to complete the drilling of 2 additional wells. Tullow also has announced that it has taken over maintenance and operation of the Jubilee FPSO from the 1st of July this year from MODEC. The move, Tullow says, is part of a broader plan to make its assets in Ghana more efficient and cost-effective. The company has, however, described the first half of this year as a very good one, influenced by measures instituted in 2021. A careful look at the trading statement shows some interesting year for Tullow, as revenue also strongly picked up. It's not clear for now how this might impact positively on government revenue going forward. Meanwhile, energy expert Ben Boache is projecting significant turnaround for government earnings from the oil and gas sector following Tullow's announcement of this discovery. Speaking earlier on the marketplace, Mr. Boache said the government must fast-track the approval of the gas projects to help improve its fiscal situation.
I think these are good information from the companies who are here. And if we have those prospects, government will have to take the decision to support effort to really bring these resources on stream as quickly as possible. I'm not sure how much more the domestic market can absorb, but if we don't have the potential, we may have to explore the export market, particularly when Europe now needs gas more than ever because of the Russian and Ukraine war. So we need to hasten our decisions to give the needed clearance for Tullow to proceed with the prospect. Fortunately for us, most of the fiscal issues are locked in law, and therefore you don't need so much negotiation, except that things are slow in our context, and the ministry will have to be a bit quick in taking decisions to actually support this. It's about the second time in 2 months that we had Tullow say this, and it appears that they're doing more advocacy than what government is doing to really approach them to see how quickly some of these resources can be brought on stream to support, the fiscal situation of our country as we have it now.
Yeah, I mean, the first time I read the story, I was thinking, well, recently we're just flaring excess gas, and because we couldn't take them, and so whether or not this was something to be excited about, you'd wonder. You talk about the potential for export. I mean, based on the quantity of gas they have announced, they have discovered, how viable is it really for us and in getting some revenue from the gas market?
I think we have to allow the private sector to manage, these processes. It's usually when government intervenes in the business and says they want to do it and they are not able to do it, then, the country suffers.
You're watching Business Live. Still to come, fight against Galamsey government to deploy speedboats on water bodies in mining communities. Ahead, we have more from the Deputy Minister of Lands and Natural Resources. To stay with us.
Chief of our minister, we've come up with a project where we've actually procured a number of speedboats. These are shallow use speedboats.
You're welcome back. Now, government says it is going to deploy speedboats to fight illegal mining, also known as Galamsey, on river bodies. According to the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources, the move will enable it to reach forest zones where illegal mining practices are used to destroy and pollute the water bodies. We have more on this development in this report.
Illegal mining has posed major challenges for Ghana's economy through the destruction of forest regions and the pollution of water bodies. Government has over the years tried to nip the situation in the bud, but to no avail. As part of efforts to help in the fight against the pollution of water bodies, the Business and Financial Times organized the maiden Environmental Sustainability Summit under the theme, The Socio-Economic Impact of Pollution on the Environment and Natural Life. Speaking at the event, the Deputy Minister for Land and Natural Resources, Benito Busubio, said the new initiative of deploying speed boats will help better monitor activities on river bodies and mining communities.
In our quest to fight illegal mining, we came up with 2 major red zones. The first being that of the river bodies being a no-go area and the forest will also be in a no-go area. Under the leadership of our minister, we've come up with a project where we've actually procured a number of speedboats. These are shallow use speedboats, so that where it is possible for us to use the speedboats to monitor the rivers, we will deploy them and then they'll be used on them. Yes.
Meanwhile, the Chief Executive of the Business and Financial Times, Dr. Godwin Akwe, assured that his outfit will continue to campaign against environmental pollution through advocacy.
Of all the creation on Mother Earth, it is humans who have resorted to the destruction of our ecosystem and the natural environment, all in the name of modernization, civilization, and industrialization. There must be a balanced natural cycle between the environment and the lives and activities of human beings, plants, and animals. It was therefore a delight to know that the President, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, instituted an annual tree planting exercise nationwide to promote afforestation.
And that'll be it for Business Live with me, Charles Ayitey, but I'll leave you with Funded. Do enjoy the rest of our bulletin.
Hello, and you are once again welcome to Funded with me, Dr. Thelma Frimpong-Mensah of the Desert Youth Services and Consultancy. Today, we are going to talk about providing an exit strategy for investors. It is always cushioning for investors to know that once they invest in your company, there is room for an exit strategy in case of any eventualities. In as much as we put up businesses hoping that the going concern concept will follow, sometimes things happen, eventualities happen that we are not able to tell or we are not able to curtail. But then investors are always confident of businesses that provide an exit strategy. That way they know that in the case of any uncertainties, their monies are well protected, or even at that, there is room for them to get back some of their money, if not all. That way, it's a bit convincing for them to know. And it's also equally a good plan for them to invest in. And so, make sure that in your proposal, and as much as you can, provide an exit strategy for the investor so that it doesn't look as if they are in to lose all their money or they are in to lose all their investment. But then in case of any eventualities, they are covered. Thank you for your time and see you in the next session. Thank you, Labadi Beach Hotel, for hosting us.